Raju lived in a small, quiet village, a place known for its peace. But inside Raju, there was always an unseen storm. At just 20 years old, he was hardworking, emotional, and deeply sensitive. One harsh sentence was enough to disturb his heart for the entire day. The villagers called Raju a good boy, but they also whispered another truth. Raju reacted too quickly. One afternoon, after a long day of farming, Raju returned home exhausted and hungry. As he stepped inside, his elder cousin laughed loudly and mocked him. "Look at Raju. Always slow, always lost. Primera wonder if he'll ever achieve anything big." Laughter filled the room. Raju didn't laugh. His chest tightened. His face burned. His thoughts screamed. Why does he talk to me like this? Why am I always treated like a joke? Without replying, Raju walked out. He crossed the fields in silence, tears forming in his eyes stares he refused to show. He hated how his ily words hurt him. He hated reacting, even when he wished he wouldn't. His steps carried him to the old, peaceful courtyard of Dadaji. Dadaji was nearly 70, yet his presence felt strong, calm, and unshakable. People came to him when their hearts felt heavy. He didn't solve problems with miracles. He solved them with clarity and understanding. Raju sat before him, his voice shaking. "Daji? Why do people trigger me so easily? Why do small words hurt me so deeply? Why can't I stay calm like others?" The old man observed Raju, silently. Then he spoke gently. "Come with me." Inside a small room, Dadaji placed a large metal pot on the table. Beside it, he kept 3 things: a raw potato, an egg, and some tea leaves. Raju looked puzzled. Dadaji sighed. All 3 will face the same heat, the same boiling water. Yet, each will respond differently. This is how humans react to pressure. He placed the pot on the stove and waited. When the water boiled, he added the potato, the egg, and the tea leaves. "Remember, Raju?" he said calmly. "Reaction does not define strength. Response does." After a few minutes, the stove was turned off. The items were removed. "Touch the potato," Dadaji said. Raju pressed it. "It's soft now." "Break the egg." Raju cracked it open. Inside, it had become hard. Now look at the tea. The water had transformed. It wasn't just water anymore. It carried color, aroma, and life. Dadaji met Raju's eyes. All 3 faced the same heat. The potato went in strong and became weak. The egg went in fragile and became strong from within. But the tea leaves, they changed the water itself. He continued, "People who trigger you are like heat. You cannot stop them. But you can choose what you become: soft like the potato, hard like the egg, or transforming like the tea leaves." Something shifted inside Raju. The lesson was simple, yet powerful. Staying calm does not mean you stop feeling, Dadaji said softly. It means you decide how to respond. If you respond with softness, the world will break you. If you respond with hardness, you will break yourself. But if you respond with transformation, you will change the situation. Raju whispered, "So calmness is not silence. It is a decision." "Yes," Dadaji smiled. "Calmness is choosing understanding over reaction. Because when you control yourself, no one else can control you from that day." Raju began to change. When someone spoke rudely, he asked himself, "Do I want to become soft, hard, or transform?" When insults came, he paused. He breathed. He allowed his mind to respond, not his pain. Slowly, people noticed. Raju became calmer, steadier, more confident. One day, his cousin tried to mock him again. This time Raju smiled gently and said, "Your words do not decide my worth." The cousin fell silent. The moment had changed, just like tea leaves change water. Days later, Raju returned to Dadaji's courtyard. He bowed and said, "Daji, you showed me what real calmness means. I finally feel free." The old man smiled. "My son, the world will always test you, but the one who learns to stay calm can never be defeated. True calmness is not the absence of heat. It is the power to choose what you become inside it."